Now, speaking of Purim, biblical Torah study can often seem out of touch from modern realities and audiences. But TikTok star, makeup aficionado, and artist Miriam Anzovin seems to be proving that that's just not true. And Anzovin joining me now with more. Miriam, it's great to have you with us. Now, give us a brief recap of how you started your daily Daf Reactions channel.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Well, firstly, I've been doing Daf Yomi in the new cycle since January 2020, like everybody else who's doing Daf Yomi with me this time around. And for 2 years, I've been doing it. And for 2 years, I've also been a TikTok fan. It really helped me get through the pandemic, if I'm being completely honest. And I thought to myself at the beginning of this past December, just a few months ago, well, I'm doing Daf Yomi anyway, and I love talking about it with my chavruta and making him laugh with some of the things that I say and reacting to it in a sort of millennial way, because this is our first time doing the Daf. This is our first time encountering the text. And I said to myself, well, you know what? Maybe there might be some people out there who are also in a similar place with learning and might also find this to be funny or something relatable that they can enjoy as they also go through the learning process. Then it started picking up traction, and it seemed like more and more people were fascinated by the idea of not only doing Daf Yomi. Many people do Daf Yomi around the world and
Right.
Encounter it in all types of ways, and video, podcast, whatever format. But there was something that seemed intriguing to people about the concept of reacting to it on a platform like TikTok.
All right.
So this has been the...
So you cover every topic. You cover really every topic from holiday observances to sexual assault. Yeah. What are your general reactions? What are the general reactions to your content, and maybe what from your studies so far most surprised you or stands out in your memory?
Yeah. I try to cover everything that really has a message to me that I can take away and is relevant to my life and modern life in the way I live it. And recently we finished Tractate Chagiga. I was truly moved by the number of people who messaged me and told me I wasn't going to do it. I did it. I completed the tractate with you. That's been truly beautiful and something I will absolutely treasure forever, to be completely honest. I find that
Right. So what do you say to the critics who blast your videos because of certain language or because of certain content,
yes,
et cetera?
Absolutely. Well, firstly, it's important for me to differentiate between legitimate criticism. Absolutely, people can criticize or not like my content. They are absolutely welcome to do it. Nobody needs to watch my stuff. Just like the Talmud isn't for everybody, neither are my videos. For some people, it's merely the fact that I'm a woman at all that's a big no-no. For some people, it's the fact that I'm a secular woman who's not religious, not observant. Yes, indeed, at this point in my life, I am an atheist, although that has no bearing on my appreciation and love for the continuity of Jewish history that I'm engaging with when I encounter the Talmud and when I learn the Talmud. And yes, people are going to have critiques of my language, and that's fine. They do not have to watch. It is not a required commandment. They are free not to. But for some people, that is exactly the reason why they like what I'm doing and why they like my approach and are inspired to go and then engage with the Talmud in their own way. I always say, I am not a teacher. I do not teach Talmud. I react to it as I encounter it for the first time. And sometimes my reactions include swearing, because as a millennial person, that is the norm. It's punctuation, it's enthusiasm, it's feelings. It's representative of feelings, not necessarily thought of in a crass way that earlier generations perhaps do feel like that language is off limits. I understand that. But to me, in my generation, this is totally normal.
All right, so today is Purim. What are you teaching or reacting to for the holiday?
I will say that I have not put out a lot of videos this week on the Daf. Because Yevamot is tough. We all know this. Yevamot is tough. But also because I really wanted to do something for Purim. So I do indeed have a multi-part Purim reaction video, or series of reaction videos that I'm working on right now. And I'm very excited for that because it's something a little different. It's taking that same format of my Daf Reactions and doing it for something as amazing and incredibly captivating as the Megillah.
All right. Well, again, Purim Sameach, and thank you again so much for joining us, Miriam.
Thank you so much. Purim Sameach to all of you. Thank you.
ILTV Plus, your news from Israel and more 24/7. Start your free trial today. Subscribe at iltv.tv and watch from any device.